Hello, welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So if you missed it earlier, we did actually go and max the defense of the castle. So that is done. I no longer have to worry about sharding heroes. But without further ado, let's get started and doing King's Ruins. And so you can tell I restarted the game because the auto was off. I do it just to make the video a bit smoother. And look at him go. Doing a great job of managing to grab most of the troops or most of the enemies on the right hand side of the screen. A few of them do get through, but you can see the super archers just going crazy. Diego actually runs in to help. He'll pull some of them off the wall. Diego has a lot of friends, and with Leonidas I think is also. Excuse me, so two of them sharing lots of friends, always a good time. And you can see Sophia is healing the castle. I'm also just happy to know that I don't need to worry about sharding heroes anytime soon. We also haven't heard anything from the developers, which means whatever update they're doing probably won't be this week. It's probably going to be next week. I have confidence it'll be soon. So there we go. We have completed Ruins 1. And on to Ruins 2. You can just watch the stream of arrows from our archers go bananas. I am hoping that the defense, even though I don't know that it will help. Just because extra defense can be nice for pushing. I'm also happy that I no longer have to worry about dismantling hero shards. I mean, yes, I'll have to dismantle like, I think I spend 6,000 a day, which is about, you get 60, yeah, I'd have to dismantle about 100. I'd have to dismantle about 100 shards a day for A-star heroes, or A-rank heroes, which I don't think is too bad. We should get plenty of those from summoning. I mean, basically that means every day I need to summon 12 A-star, A-rank heroes, not star, A-rank, or 3-star heroes, blah. Yeah, I've made a lot of videos today, so everything is kind of scrambled in my brain. And again, I don't know how much the defense is going to help, but you know what? It's maxed. It's one less thing to max, or one less thing to worry about, so hey. Nice. Doing a great job here. Good job, heroes. It's hard to say how good it is because I don't know what the defense penetration of the enemy is. We've seen the giant boss at stage 40, or yeah, stage 40 of the giant boss. He has over 1,000 defense penetration, which means he negates all defense. I don't know that the lower ranked monsters have the same amount of defense penetration. But when they do, then all the defense of your castle doesn't matter. But I don't think so. Every level isn't it's not like programmatically generated. They like have a giant file that lists every level out, like what the stats are. But I don't remember when the defense penetration goes to 1,000. I don't know that anybody like looked through the file because it's so many lines long. It's just like line after line of basically every stage is spec'd by hand. There's no pattern. There's no formula. They wrote it out by hand. I'm hoping that they probably wrote a program to generate it. That's how I would guess that they did it. You know, because basically you would decide like, oh, like every stage, you know, let's just pretend, you know, every stage the monster gets 1 more health and has 1 more attack and 1 more defense. You know, you could do that, and then you go up 100 stages, and, you know, it's 100 attack, 100 defense, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, you can also do that programmatically, which is why I was kind of surprised that it was, like, spec'd out in a file. You know, because there's no reason you couldn't say, you know, based on the stage, it's this, you know, these are, you know, for this stage, you do this, you know. But, I don't know, it's still kind of neat. But again, you know, defense is good up until they have 100%, 1,000 defense penetration, and then defense is nothing. It's not, and like I said, I thought it was some kind of flat subtraction amount, and that's not it at all. So I was totally wrong on that. It's a weird formula. I've linked it before. But we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, you can really see how much health the monsters have, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? All you can do is just do more damage, right? Get their hit points to 0 before yours. And you can see how the archers are picking some things off. Everything looks like it's going pretty well. Today has just been a very busy day for me because I made... So, somebody in the comments asked me about a video about astrology, and I realized I hadn't made a separate video on astrology. So I went through and I made a guide for every building in Idle Kingdom Defense. So if you have questions on any building, I go through everything, including like the ad shop, just because I wanted to be thorough and not have somebody like Google the ad shop and nothing come up, So all that went out today. That was more time consuming than I thought it would be. Really, the videos weren't too bad, but some of them were kind of long. Like, for example, like the general store, because of how the general store interacts with everything else, and same thing with astrology. So those were a little long. But outside of that, yeah, it was okay. There were a couple other long ones, and I tried to go into all the little intricacies of things you can do and stuff like that. I have longer videos that tried to touch on all that, but I didn't have individual videos for each building, so I made that whole thing today. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that defense isn't helping us today. Damn it, this is what happens when you split the wave like that, guys. Okay, I think Evan got it under control. Jeez, that was nasty. Yeah, Ryan, you're over there being... Okay, good. Good, now everybody will clump up now. Jeez. What an ugly wave. And this is a max defense now, mind you. I went and I maxed out my defense on my castle. So happy that's done with. So happy that's done with. Because now I don't have to worry about, well, not that I worried about it, but now I just don't have to even consider, like, oh, do I need to shard somebody so I can upgrade the defense? Nope, it's done. In fact, the fact that I got it done, I would not be surprised if, the mythic update that I'm 100% sure they're working on, I would expect them to, one of the things they would do is they're going to increase the limit for castle defense for something like, let's see, it's 620 now. How high would it go? I would say to 750. Because that would make sense, because now you have mythic heroes, you have this and that, and now you need to have another, 750 castle defense. But the fact that we've already gotten this far already just means it'll be, pretty easy to get there. I mean, really, once, once for example, once I take Xavier. Let's take Xavier, for example, right? Let's pretend I want to get him to Mythic, and the reality is I'm probably not going to get him to Mythic, because Mythic just makes him equivalent to Legendary Adrian, so, like, why even do that? But let's just pretend, okay? Just for fun, right? What's, after I get him to Mythic, could I turn all his shards into, could I just dismantle all his shards and immediately start upgrading the castle defense? And the answer is pretty much yes. I doubt we're going to get mythic heroes anytime soon, and if we do get mythic, and by the time we're getting ready for mythic here, the second level, whatever's after mythic, which I don't even know what it would be, but whenever that's happening, I guarantee you the castle defense will already be maxed. All the heroes will be promoted a bunch, and we're gonna have some leeway. So, and I think this game came out in August, I want to say, of last year. So if you look at it, was August of last year, and let's say they get the mythic out, I would expect them to not release a new set of gear and all that until August of this year. So August to August, I mean, not August, I mean, it was October, I think. So if they do get mythic out, let's say they get it out by April 1st. And I don't mean it as an April Fool's thing, but let's just pretend it gets out on April 2nd. We'll go with April 2nd because nobody considers April 2nd April Fool's Day. So the next upgrade, I would expect whatever mythic, whatever is the tier beyond mythic, I would expect that to come probably in October. So it probably gives us about 6 months to try and get ahead of the curve. And based on the last one, they added, the last wave is 13,300. That's the last wave you need to get the gearbox. And that was up from 9913, I think was the highest. I would say they would make us go all the way to, we'll go with 17,500. So that's the Mythic Plus update. We don't even have the Mythic update, and I'm talking about the next one. So that's just where I can see it going. But for now, there's no rush. We can just conquer this. We're just going to save up for the Mythic update, which I know is coming. I'm kind of concerned because I'm seeing misses, and I don't know who is missing and why they are missing. It's not good. Not good to see. I think is it the golems that are missing? I don't know. Everything's happening so fast. You won't see misses from archers. That's one thing. And again, assuming we don't get the Mythic update, I'm probably only pushing to 9130, and then, I think it's 9130. Yes, it is 9130. All right, nice, we beat it. And I'll be pushing to 9130, and then probably taking a short break from pushing until we get the Mythic update. Mostly because, I don't even know how hard I don't even know how high I have to climb after that. But you can kind of see that, King's Ruins is taking, much, much longer. It takes about 2 minutes. It went up from, 15... It went from 20 seconds a stage. Okay. To now 2 minutes, which is about 6 times longer. And 2 minutes a stage with 15 stages, that's a half hour. It's not excessive, but I mean it's longer than I'd like it to be. And yes, I know ruin skips. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm just it is getting kind of lengthy. Especially since most of my mythic, right? It's not that I can't do it or it's hard. It's that most of it's just damn, we just sit here and do damage. You know what I would really like to see in the Mythic update is the ability to go to 3x speed. That would be great for fights you basically have everything under control and you're just trying to finish it. And it would also be great for farming. I'm not going to lie. That would actually, a mythic, or not mythic, a 3x speed versus 2x speed could actually make you farm higher stages because the difference between the two stages would be less, fewer seconds. I'd have to kind of do the math behind that. Yeah, see, somebody missed again. Is it maybe the warriors because they don't have full legendary gear? Maybe it is. Well, this one might be a little bit better. Those dogs are very mean to my wall. So yeah, that's one of the things I forgot to mention. The defense will go up to 7. This is all theoretical. I'm just guessing, but I guess that the defense would go up to around that. And we looks like we got this under control. The castle is going to be a bit beat up, but that's okay. We're already past 8. So that's my great philosophy for what we have coming up. And I'm very much looking forward to the Mythic update. 100%. I honestly can't wait for the Mythic update. It's going to be so much fun. Going to level up all our heroes again. I wonder what the level cap for heroes is going to be. I'm betting it's going to be something crazy like 24,000. And as far as Sophia, I think I'm going to get her up to 8,000. And then maybe put some levels into Christian. just to kind of help him, mow things over. I have to kind of see. I also made that dust for Sophia and then didn't use it. That's fine. We'll use it tomorrow. I'm just happy to see how much we're progressing. Maxing out the castle defense, to me, that was a big thing to do today. That's great because it means we don't have to worry about ancient coins or anything like that. We can just keep accumulating heroes. I would only have to come in and shard maybe 100 shards a day. Yeah, which isn't really much. 108 hero shard. 3-star hero, I would need to shard a 100 of their shards a day, which is nothing. Basically, if I do all my summons and I summon at least 2 A-star heroes completely, that covers how much I need to take out for the astrology. So very reasonable drain. Well, we did really well with this one. And again, I don't know how much defense helps, but it doesn't matter. We have it maxed. That's really what matters. We got it maxed. We don't know what it does, but we got it maxed. I mean, I know what it does. I just don't know how effective it is. And there we go. We have completed Runes 9. Very nicely done. And I do still have one more video I want to do. It's a video on common beginner mistakes, and I will be making that one probably... I'm probably going to take a break after making all those videos today, so probably next weekend. So that should hopefully get us caught up on videos. I just really like the idea of doing a video for each one and kind of covering it. So hopefully you find those informative, because I did put a lot of work into them. At least trying to cover all the little ins and outs. Oh, and we're doing well here. Oh, this actually I think is our second day on 8990, so this should be our first one where it's actually 8990. So that's why this is taking, that has even more health. I did us a favor of pushing. That's okay. Just makes things a little bit more interesting, right? I honestly don't think I could be defeated. I mean, you've seen how much I've done with Conquest. I could lose you could lose anything, right? At least I'm not, invincible. But, I do have enough crowd control where if things, go according... Honestly, it's not that I could lose, it's more like it would become so tedious. Because I wouldn't be able to auto-battle. I'd have to interact, with everything. I mean, sure, games are fun, but, to me, a lot of fun in this game is not the actual battles. Mostly because, there's too many heroes and stuff like that in the game. What I mean by too many, for example, Luke, Tristan, Gabriel, Adrian, and Sophia. 5 of the heroes on my team. I shouldn't need to interact with them at all if I'm playing manual. I should be able to just set them up to auto, you know? Like, that's what I would really want to see, is set up the heroes that, you would just press. Like, there's no... The strategy to Luke is immediately press Luke when he comes off cooldown. Same with Adrian, Gabriel, Sophia. Now Sophia may have some where you would hold back, but honestly, with everything we do with Autobat, with where we're at right now, we always just use her right away, and it just works. So, the nice thing would be to delay her at the start of a battle until they start taking damage, but again, that would require manual intervention, and I wouldn't do that. But if you wanted to, you could. You could do it that way. I don't know. I just would like some way to say, you know what, let me control Evan and Harold and not even Christian, really. I would rather Christian just stay on auto and just, and you can kind of do it. I did it in my conquest videos where you can kind of use both of them. But I don't know. I like auto battle. Honestly, the only thing I wish about auto battle was that it was smarter. That's the only thing about it I wish about auto battle. Like, I would love to set priority, because I would just set priority, like, especially here, to lowest, and just let them kill things with the lowest health. Be even better if lowest meant that, like, your support heroes, their auto attacks would also follow that. I don't know that I'd want it for the warriors, because then they would run all over the place. Okay, we're down to just the cannon, so this will be good. Good job, everybody. And this one has gone better than I thought. Like, the last couple of times, well, maybe it's because of the castle defense. I don't know. Maybe that was what we needed to upgrade. I don't know. And damn it, I saw some more missing. That's unfortunate. And once again, Castle Ruins 12 is complete. Very nice. Oh, this is going well. And this should go really, really well. Almost done with this. Very nicely done so far. Again, the golems are, the golems even did a good job picking guys up off the wall. Okay, it looks like the archers are going to mop things up now, so we should be in really good shape. Just one after the other. Yeah, now they're all going to fall. Nicely done. Nicely done, heroes. And boom. Ruins 13. Okay, 14 and 15 are generally not too bad. $14 is just this weird one. So this one can actually be a problem because they kind of all trickle in. And as you can see now, they're all on the wall. And okay, well, okay, Ryan came over now. And if our heroes are not paying attention and they, capture a bunch in a different area, then yeah, that can be quite problematic. But it seems like Evan is taking control here. And Ryan and, oh, okay, Thor ran in too. Nice. So that leaves Diego, Randolph, and Leonidas in the top right, and they're just going to stun everything. And you can already see we're mopping things up pretty well. I'm kind of surprised. I think the defense did matter more than I thought it would, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say because like you can't really get the same event, you can never really get the same thing to happen twice because of how random things are. At least from what I can tell with the targeting. Because I think the way the targeting works is they randomly pick a monster and they just attack it until it's dead. There's nothing, no special attack prior, none of that. It just, oh, I pick a monster, I'm gonna attack it until it's dead. So if they get a good random roll and they pick the right monster, it can be extremely helpful. Like Anthony, like Thor is right there. He is right in front of the castle. That's a great place for him to be because now every time he thunderclaps, he's going to pick everything up. And it doesn't matter, where everything is. He's just going to pick it all up. Now they're all in the upper. Ooh, we're in trouble. Really? On this one? Come on, guys. Okay, there, Evan. Evan gets it under control now. And it's just a problem of nobody being in the bottom left. At least none of the warriors are in the bottom left. But now Christian has everybody debuffed, so that's good. Yeah, see Randolph's over there fighting his own dudes. Yeah, at least it started out really good with Anthony and Diego like picking everything. Okay, is Anthony gonna grab this stuff off the wall? Because all right, well it doesn't matter. I think it's over. Yes, our 75th victory. Nicely done. Let's buy our buffs for tomorrow. Very nice. And look at the damage. Okay, Archer's kind of really smoked Christian there, doing about double his damage. Oh, we completed our quest. 120. Okay, it's 150 for the weekly. I thought so. And we're one more victory away from 76 victories. So once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I always look forward to your questions. And if you have any advice for me, please give me advice too. I always take your advice. Thank you again, though, and I hope you have a great day.